As we all know, social media has done quite a lot for this generation, and we will accept that it has also boosted so many businesses. Today, I'll be talking about the ups and downs of the digital hustle. Simply put, the ups and downs of online businesses. I have with me in the studio an amazing personality, a career woman, and also a business woman. She's making waves in the online business space. So who else to join me discuss this other than herself? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope your hands are not too busy. Join me as I welcome Miss Rachel Akpioma. Hello, Miss Rachel.
Hello, Mara.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
Thank you for joining me on today's episode of On the Couch.
Yeah.
All right, so today we'll be discussing the ups and downs of online business, like I said earlier. And you know, On the Couch is a conversational segment. It's a conversational segment where we talk about anything and everything, unfiltered and unhinged. We discuss, we relax, and we discuss anything that pertains to human beings. Business, politics, relationships, what have you. We discuss everything and anything. You can always reach out to us on all our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Follow, like, share. You can always download our app on Google Play Store and make sure to follow us through and enjoy our content so that you can be entertained and educated, because on this episode we will entertain you as well as educate you. All right, Miss Rachel, let me start with you. I understand that you're in the online business space and you are doing exploits at the moment. So let me ask this: and you know, just to keep ourselves busy. And my amazing guest here has said that she started her online business just to get that extra cash. And how has it been for you?
It's been awesome.
Has it?
Yes.
Okay. So now you are on the couch to discuss the ups and downs of online businesses or digital hustle. So are you a drop shipper or do you own a shop currently?
Yeah.
You're a drop shipper?
Initially, I own a shop,
Okay.
but due to managing my career and running the shop, it wasn't easy because there's this challenge of managing in quotes, the sales girls or sales
We're going to come
personnel.
to that. We're going to come to managing a store. Well, okay, so now presently you
Now
are a drop
it's
shipper.
strictly online.
Okay, online. So you do drop shipping.
I do drop shipping and I have goods at hand too.
Okay, to sell out. So
out.
for you, in your own term or in a layman's term, what would you say drop shipping is?
Drop shipping is, okay, in a layman term, is getting from the supplier, the owner of the goods. Then you are the agent. Let me use that word.
More like
the
the
middleman
Okay,
between the owner of the goods and the person buying it.
Okay. Okay. So you are the middleman between the
Yes.
supplier and the consumer.
The consumer.
Yes, I think growing up in business studies or something like that, we did all this chain of production and all of that. So she is the middleman. You are the retailer in this
Yes.
case, between the supplier and the consumer. So you are the point of contact that your consumer order from, and you are the point of contact that your supplier gives goods to.
Yes.
Interesting. So what would you say, which social media platforms have you used the most to market your business so far?
Sincerely, I've used the WhatsApp more.
Oh, WhatsApp.
Yes. I also use my Instagram, but I think I have more contact from my WhatsApp. Yes.
Okay, so because I think so many online businesses, they usually start from their WhatsApp. And then with time, they now grow up to their Instagram, TikTok, and the rest of them. Yes. So how has it been for you since you started using WhatsApp?
It's been awesome. Stress-free, because most of my customers already has access to me, so they know me. So there's no fear of ordering getting what you did not order for.
Okay, what I ordered is what I got.
Yes.
Okay, so but for you as a drop shipper, how is it managing your supplier's inventory? What I mean by that is, your supplier can post something and tell you it's available, and then you on your end you now repost, and then so when you get orders for it.
Customers not paying on time.
Oh, okay.
They will make inquiries. I will get back to you.
Oh.
And as at when they choose to get back to me,
it's already sold out. So, so this is a clue to as many of us that are viewing right now. If you are the type that always sell, or if you are the type that just want to make inquiries, and then they just goes to the vendor, and then whenever you feel or whenever you deem fit, you just pop up and say, oh, you want to get this now, and they tell you it's sold out. It's not an intentional thing. It's just that it's the wrong timing, kind of, because now that you're ready to get it, it's no longer in stock. I've heard some customers complain of things like that. They'll be like, this vendor, she's always acting as if she's always selling out. She's always acting as if she's always selling. I was trying to explain to the person, like, it's not like the vendor is always sold out. She must have been sold out from her end, maybe goods at hand, she must have been sold out, or her supplier must also have been sold out. So if her supplier is sold out, what do you want her to sell to you? To collect your money and run? Okay, all right. Let's talk. We're still on the good side of online business, but let's delve a bit. Let's talk on some downsides of online business, like what we just explained now. I've heard of disappear. They stop replying messages. Some even block. They go as far as blocking. Even though you are a genuine vendor, what I mean by genuine is even though you actually sell these things, but in that scenario you did not have it in stock. I think that's where honesty comes in, don't you agree?
Yes.
Because I feel as a vendor, come out pop and plain and tell your customer, this item I had it before, you made payment, but unfortunately checking my inventory, I discovered that it's no longer in stock. So I'm sorry, I'll have to do a refund to you, or I'm sorry, or do you want to keep the money with me? When it's in stock, I'll get it for you. I've heard cases like that. But for some vendors, for whatever reasons known to them, they decide to just hold the money, and they don't refund their customer, they don't pay to their supplier, and they don't even make efforts to go out and search for that item. Okay, now let's discuss logistics, because I understand that logistics in business, in online business, is a thing. It's a huge thing, because as a business owner, let me use our local parlance. As a business owner, if Webby driver never do you shaggy, nah, you're not in business.
You've not started.
You've not started business. As a business owner, if your driver never show you Pepe, never start business. So as a business owner, how do you handle drivers, logistics, both from either the logistics from your supplier's end or logistics from your end going to your supplier? How do you manage it?
It's just a felt thing to me. I'm a sincere person. When doing business with someone, I do my best to be transparent with you. So in each state of the conversation and the purchase, the transportation to the buyer, there's always room for transparency.
Of course.
And once your customers knows you, they are aware that this person is a transparent person. It will be much more easier for you to handle such cases. But I, for one, have not really had a serious transportation issue with.
Me, I've had.
I haven't.
I've had a friend of mine. She sells different kinds of things. So there was this particular time she was explaining to me. I was just my mouth was just agape, like. She said, so she posted the item, and this customer made payment for the item. And then on getting back to her supplier told her it was out of stock. So she went back to the customer and said, oh, I'm so sorry, this item is out of stock. So the customer trusted her well enough to say, okay, hold the money. Whenever it's in stock, get it and send it for me, which was what happened. But now, the supplier said, I will not have this item until a certain time, say 1 month's time, say 2 months' time, I can't remember. But the supplier gave her it. So it's not something that I need so urgently. So, but hold it whenever it's available, just send it to me. The supplier had that trust in the vendor. Now, the vendor, on the other hand, had made payments to the supplier and all of that. So, the delay started coming from the supplier's end. The supplier, you said 2 months' time or 1 month time. Supplier started delaying and delaying and delaying and started giving all kinds of stories. Oh, it's my China people. Oh, it's customs. Oh, it's not me. It's that. Okay, it has come. I've sent it to you. And I'm like, so what happened? What happened? I was asking the girl, I said, so what now happened? She said the supplier delayed her for as much as 4 months. Now, mind you, this customer was already on her neck, already pissed and already asking for a refund. She did all kinds of things to pacify this customer, but the customer was not having it. The customer, felt betrayed. Like, I trusted you to tell you, okay, keep this money, and you gave me a time frame, which I said, okay, fine, let's work with your time frame. But this is 4 months now, and we are still on this matter. You know what? Do me a refund. So she, looked for all means to do the refund. She eventually did the refund. The day she did the refund to the customer, that was the day the goods got to worry.
Interesting.
The day she just, was able to
And
she
will have to contact the buyer.
She actually did, and then the guy said he's no longer interested.
Oh no.
So she was left. She now had to, make every means possible to sell out that particular product to at least get her money back to, So, but these are the issues. We always say these are the issues that online businesses face. There are so many ups and downs that online businesses face, and my amazing guest here has done justice. We're going to go on a very quick, let's go on this quick break. We'll be right back.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
Okay.
Hello, welcome back from this really quick break. We are still on the ups and downs of the digital hustle, and I have an amazing guest with me in the studio, Miss Rachel Akpiola. Miss Rachel, yeah, we've spoken about what it is being a dropshipper. Now let's talk. You said you once had a store, and because you are a career woman, you try to manage your career and your shop, so you had to close it down. So let's delve into that. How was it for you owning a store, having goods, inventory, paying salaries, paying logistics, paying bills, NEPA bills, and all kinds of rents and all of that? How was it for you?
It wasn't really
Let me take
easy.
you down memory lane a bit.
It wasn't easy.
Oh, really?
It wasn't.
Okay.
There's this people coming. Is it from council?
Yeah.
You have to sort them out. Then
you pay your rent.
Pay rent.
You pay salaries.
There are times that you won't be able to go to get goods yourself, but you order from your suppliers, and they will end up giving you what you didn't even order for.
Oh, what's the order? So what you got? Oh my God!
Simply because they probably want to clear off their old stock as well.
Okay.
So you have to deal with that, find a way to also sell out. Then there's this management of when you are not there. There's a difference between when the owner is there to run
running the business.
Yes, and when he or she is not there.
Not there, yeah. Sure.
So those were the issues. And over time, I thought of it before you start running at loss. So, no, let me step back a little and re-strategize.
So you think stepping back was the best choice?
For now, yes.
Oh, interesting. So you see, using the social media platform is not all that bad as we think and as we say, you know. My amazing guest here once had a store. You know, it's not a story of from grass to grace. Sorry, it's not a story of from grace to grass. It is actually a story of transition. It's a story of re-strategizing, like she said. So it's not a thing of, oh, she once had money and now she's a big woman. Anyway, you see her build her. she's a big babe. So, but you know, she had to re-strategize. I see people, you know, come online and they say, oh, business hasn't really been good for a while now. I want to take a step back. And then you start seeing people in the comment section backlashing them and blasting them and say, oh, you know, if they sell, that's why it's not
always that.
It's not that. Some people, listen, to run a business in Nigeria, your mental health is already at stake, first of all. Then, now deciding, after looking at both the good side and the bad side, and you decide, you know what, let me choose one thing to do. Let me re-strategize. Let me use this social media platform. For some people that own business, I know of somebody that owns a store. She sells more on social media than she has work.
Yes, the walk-in shop.
Some people,
yes.
they decide, instead of paying rent and paying all of these bills, let me just focus on this social media from the comfort of my space, from the comfort of my home, so I can even be able to do other things. Because when you have a store, you're just stuck there.
Yes.
It's either you're stuck there or, you know, like you said, managing your business yourself is different from when somebody else runs it for you. So for some people, they decide, instead of having a business, a salesperson in my shop and, you know, pursuing other things, let me focus on one. It's either I focus on my career, or I do my business from my home, or I sit in my store and do my business. And in most cases, some people that sit in their stores actually sell more online. They sell more online.
In this era of social media.
Yes, there was a lady on social media that said she's going to close down. She pays over 3 million naira per store rent every year. And she said the money she sells from the walk-in, people that come in to buy, it's not even up to 100,000 naira in a month. But the money she sells online with her phone and her data, she sells over 2.something million. So do the maths. Why do I pay 3 million naira a year? And I'm not saying that I'm not getting the value for my money from that store. Let me just, you know, sit back like you did and re-strategize, which is what so many people now do. But for some people, now let's pinch on the consumer side. For some people, they don't like to patronize people that don't have a physical walk-in store. Why do you think that is? Because for some people, I've heard people say, oh, where am I coming to pick up? And then when you give them a house address, they'll be like, no, don't you have a physical store? You tell them, oh no, so I don't have a physical store. No, I'm not buying from you.
And it's based on, I will say it's based on their experience. I have a friend that contacted me on a product sometime in December. And is a friend, funny enough, she's my friend. So we've already discussed the products. When it was time for her to make payments, she had to do a video call.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Why?
She needed to, yes, she needed to confirm that it's actually Rachel
that was talking to her.
Yes. That like 2 months back, she had an encounter that after making payments, she realized that she has been defrauded.
Oh my God.
Yes. So simply because of that, she has to confirm that she's dealing with me.
And it's just that, even at that.
That she doesn't want the scenario of your contact has been hacked. So
yeah,
I'm not aware of any transaction.
WhatsApp,
Do you get?
And even some people, if they want to see scam, some people now use AI tech, and they use your face, even though it's not you. the AI generation that we are now, some people scam with using somebody's face to impersonate, and then the consumer feels, oh, it's Rachel they're talking to. Meanwhile, it's actually not Rachel. So it's just God that helps this online space. It's actually just God. Okay, so as a business person, I've talked about how you manage your store rents and all of that. How do you manage your inventory? Because I see people, I know of vendors that run sales almost every month. In short, in a month they can run sales like twice. Happy New Month sales, happy end of month sales, happy salary week sales. You know, they run all kinds of sales in a
They
month.
simply just want to
Why?
clear off old stock.
But would you
That's
say
the idea.
that's the idea?
Yes, the idea is to clear off
Clear up
every
old
old
stock.
stock.
So what is this for you, our amazing viewers? What is your experience? Are you an online vendor, or are you somebody that buys online? Are you an online customer? Let us know in the comment section what your experience has been so far. And as an online vendor, do you think that the online space is big enough? Do you think the online space has done more justice than harm for you as an online vendor? You can drop it on our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. And we'll be waiting to get your take on this topic. You can also send us a message on our WhatsApp number displayed on your screen. You can also send us a message on our number displayed on your screen, a text message. We'll be more than glad to get back to you. And our segment is open for sponsorship, so do well to sponsor our segments, and you can send in your adverts, so that we'll be more than glad to do adverts with you. All right, Miss Rachel, we're still talking on online business and this sales of a thing. You said people want to clear off their carts. That's why they, keep running sales. But I think that some people know that they don't sell good items. Some people know that they charge. Okay, let me ask this question. How is it for you? I'm not going to ask for your secrets, but I want to ask. I'm not going to ask for your secret, but I want to ask, as a business person, how do you manage your pricing to still be fair and still profitable? What I mean by that is, how do you manage your cost price? How do you manage, balancing your selling price to make sure that when you take out some costs and all of that, you still have something reasonable to go home with? How do you do that? How do you do the maths and accounts so that our viewers can learn, I can learn, every other person can learn?
And like they will say, I'm not putting all my frustration on the business.
Yes, right. So yeah, even though you said
You are aware of that saying, right?
When you began, you said that the motivation you had to start this business was to make extra cash. But then, yeah, you said now that you're not putting your frustration,
All
your
my
family,
frustration,
you're not putting
not
all your
my
family
family.
problem, all your frustration on your business. That's why your prices are
Are
a bit
fair.
How
Yes.
is that?
My prices are fair enough. I'm not
compared
greedy.
compared
Yes.
to your cost price.
Yes.
So you're saying that people that sell outrageously, I would call it outrageous. You're saying that people that sell outrageously, some of them are greedy, some of them are putting their family problems on their
They just want to an extent, there's a way you do something, it becomes greed, it becomes extortion. It's no longer for the profiting anymore.
Just great.
Do you
Okay,
understand?
so this will bring me to a discussion I had with somebody a few days ago, and this person is an online vendor. There are some vendors that they post their products on their page and they post the prices on their caption. But for some customers that just want to be funny, they still slide in their DMs and ask how much. I'm coming to those customers. But now let's talk customers that they post their products and they don't put their prices. Why do you think why do you think vendors do that? They post their product and they do not put their prices.
And because it's only the serious-minded that will
slide into ask
to
how
your
much.
DM.
Okay. Now the reason why I asked this is because I asked this person, I said, why don't you put the prices of your item that you're selling, so that whoever scrolls through can easily know, oh, this item is selling for 30,000. This item is selling for this amount, And then the answer this guy gave me is outrageous.
What?
He said, and because he knows his target audience, makes a lot of sense. And I said, oh, really? He said, yes, that his target audience are, with all due respect to our brothers, his target audience are the Yahoo boys. I'm like, okay, so are you saying that who doesn't, somebody that is not a Yahoo boy or somebody that does not do online fraud cannot afford your items? Because some of his items are relatively cheap. Not cheap, like they are affordable, you know. So but he said, well, when I read that statement, I was taken aback, like, so you're saying only Yahoo boys can get this item from you? And I say, yes, those are the people that he's posting for, not anybody. The reason why we had that discussion was there was this men's leather slippers he posted. I really admire this. So if you know me very well, you know that I love men's slippers. I don't wear female slippers. So just in case you want to get me get me a man's footwear. That's what I wear. Yeah. So yeah, I love men's footwear. So I asked her, like, how much is this slippers? After many backs and forth, and then he said, anyway, just so you know, it's 47,000 naira. And then I looked at this guy, I was like, I was even expecting to hear 100 and something.
A common man can get that.
47,000 naira they are saying is only for Yahoo boys.
Even the quote Yahoo guys will think that thing is
that
fake.
Is cheap. Some people will even think that thing they are selling is cheap. So I was like, okay, so if I want to get this now, will you not sell it for me? He said, if I have the money, you will sell it for me. I'm like, but you know that this statement you made, saying is your target audience is for Yahoo boys, will make me not want to buy this thing from you anymore. Then he was like, if you don't want to buy, don't buy now. I have people that will buy. And I said, okay, no problem. Well, guess what? I did not buy the item from him. Not because I couldn't afford it at the time. I really wanted to get it for myself as a gift to myself.
You didn't because you're not a Yahoo girl.
No, it's not a matter of not being a Yahoo girl. It's a manner of approach. The way he spoke. We all have our target audiences, right? But there are ways you talk to people. There are ways. Okay, I mean, people just jump up and say don't start selling. There are things you need to do. There is something called customer service. You need to know how to talk to people. You need to know how to convince people to buy things from you, even if they do not have the money at the time. For the way you have spoken to them, they would, want to consider patronizing you. Anyway, let's go on this quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more on this particular thing I just brought up now. Stay tuned.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver. At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver.
Welcome back from that really quick break. We're still talking the ups and downs of the digital hustle. Simply put, the ups and downs of the online hustle. And my amazing guests here were dissecting this issue. So there was something I brought up before we went on this quick break. I talked about a friend of mine who is an online vendor that doesn't put price on he doesn't put the price tag on his product that he's selling. And I confronted him, we had a back and forth, and he told me that he has his target audience that he's selling to and all of that. And then I was talking about your approach as a business person. You need to know how to talk to people, you need to know how to convince people, and to make them to patronize you, even though they do not have the funds at the time. You need to learn how to talk and market people. So, Miss Rachel, I understand that you also fall into that line. Let me bring out your leg a little. I understand that you also fall into that line of, posting your product without putting the prices. Why do you do that? Or why do you think people do that? Because I know that you're one of them. But why do you do that?
I do that because I know that it's only a serious-minded person who will take his or her time to enter your DM to start negotiating. Yes.
No, some people just want to know how much. So look, listen, some people just want to know how much, because how can you post something and you don't put a price? Me, if I see something without price, even if I like it, I'll be skeptical to want to ask, because I don't want to ask now and then they'll tell me, are you buying now? No, it's not when you ask me how much.
No, it's the approach. This whole thing is all about the approach.
Like I said
before the break, we talked about approach. So it's about the approach. If you approach the person very well, even when the person is not ready to make that purchase, the person will always do a budget for it and get back to you. It's just that when they choose to get back to you, the product might not be available. Yes.
But for some people, right? For some people, for some customers and vendors, it depends on their relationship. If I ask you how much is this, and tell me, oh, it's 20,000. I would love to get it to. I'll make payment for it by end of month. It depends on our relationship. It depends on that's how I see it. I think it depends on the relationship, and it depends on the vendor understanding the customer's capacity.
Yeah, I've had a scenario where some of them will do a part payment.
Okay. And
Yes.
they balance up.
Yes, they will balance up by so time. There's always a time frame to balance up and to pick up, and which they end up keeping to their own part of the bargain. Do you get? So that's how it works. So it depends on some vendors. Sorry to say, some vendors are mannerless.
Oh, thank God it's coming from
Yes.
a fellow online vendor.
Yes, some vendors are
Why do you say
mannerless.
so? Why do you say so?
They talk to you nonchalantly, like, and they have the products. If you want to buy. If you don't want to buy, I have others that will buy.
And then at the end of the day, they start running helter
Yes.
begging people to buy.
Yes.
After chasing their helpers.
Yes, in food. So once you have one or two encounters with such individual, you wouldn't want to patronize them again. Do you get? So it's best as a vendor that your approach to your customers is welcoming, so that they will come again.
Interesting. So you heard it right there from our amazing guest. She said as an online vendor, even if, however the situation is, just try to be welcoming, try to be accommodating, so that the customer finds a safe space with you, so that they can always come back, even though at the time of negotiating, they do not have the funds. But with the way you related with them, they would want to have every reason to come back to you. Now, still on my back and forth with that, my friend, I now had to pitch an idea to him, or I had to paint a scenario to him. I said, okay, now imagine you go to a supermarket, right? And they don't have the price tag on their item. No matter how financially buoyant you are, you don't want to know how much the item is that you're getting.
Yes.
No matter how, even if you're a billionaire, you
Similar
want to
thing
know how
happened
much.
to me 2 days ago. I went to the supermarket and I wanted to pick just few items. Getting there, no price tag on it.
So you now see yourself going back and forth.
Yes, I have to
How much
pick.
is this?
No, I just picked those items and I took it to the cashier. She confirmed the prices on them, and there was one that I have to drop because my budget.
That was way above your budget.
Yes, so I have to drop it. Then
Yes.
I paid for the rest and I left.
That is the thing. So imagine going to a supermarket that does not have a price tag. It gives you that doubt. Should I take this? I don't know if this is way above my budget, like she has rightly said. I don't know if it's way above my budget. I don't know if it's under my budget. I don't know if this is the fake. I don't know if this is the real. So you now see yourself. Imagine the scenario of going back and forth to ask how much is this, how much is that, or you now pick everything. At the end, they now tell you, oh, this one is more than this. It's crazy. It's the same thing as posting your items without prices, and then
it's not really the same.
For me, it's the same thing as posting your
it's
items
not the same.
Posting your
it's not the same because whoever that is buying will end up buying, like I did.
That's what I just said.
It's not the same.
I might tell you, oh, I like this. How much? You tell me 50,000. I like this. Why do I have to ask you how much? And why don't just post it? Let me know the one that my pocket can carry. Instead of coming to ask you how much.
Do you know that? Yes, I do.
You enjoy it?
Yes.
Really?
Because there are times that favor will just speak for the person. Yeah, that's the truth. I may choose to, if you come to my DM now and said, Rachel, how much is this stuff? I can decide to give you a friendly price that I will not post as the initial price.
Oh, okay. That's also another side of it.
Yes.
For some people, this same guy, the discussion with this guy still went long ago. He said, okay, that the reason why he does not post prices alongside his products is, he said his target audience are the Yahoo boys. I know that they are Yahoo boys and they are Yahoo boys. So he said the initial item of, let's say for instance, this wristwatch now that he's selling. He said this wristwatch, the original price is 40,000 naira. The original selling price 40,000 naira. He can sell it to me because he knows my capacity. He can sell it to me at that 40,000 or even way less than that. But for a Yahoo boy, he could sell it as much as 100,000 naira for him. So it depends on whoever slides to his DM to ask how much. Like you just said. So, but why? I think that's where greed comes in, if you ask me. Because something that you sell 40,000, why not just sell it 40,000 for whoever? Whether it's the rich, the poor, the higher minded, sell it that price. Whoever can afford it will afford it. Whoever tells you, oh, it's above my budget, and then you work with their budget instead of being. I will call it greed. You're being greedy and something you sell for 40,000 now. You now say, oh, because this person has money, let me give them 100,000. And then maybe at the end, you now go back and forth and then you end at 80,000 or 90,000. You've made
business is not like that. You lose some to gain some.
No,
that's how business works. No, that's not. Well, I don't know what to say to that. Yes, but in my own perspective, you lose some and you gain some.
So
there are some cases that you have to use the gain of this particular product to make up for the other.
I'll call that greed if you ask me. I'll call it greed.
No.
Why sell something?
It depends on it depends on your relationship with the person that is buying.
Mind you, like let's say that's research now. Mind you, he must have gotten it for say 20,000 or 25,000. So you already first of all have your.
There is a way that someone will approach you that you will go above or be below your limits.
Yes, like I said.
Yes.
And he said
that the reason why I said there's a place for, in quote, favor. The person may just obtain favor in your sight and you just choose to just sell to the person.
No, that favor aspect. I want to be on the favor aspect. Please favor me. If I slide to your DM, favor me and give me a way lesser price, okay? But for those that they know that with the original price they are selling, you are first of all going to make profits. Then on top of that, you now triple it or even double it. Like you said, when I talk about the men's leather palm slipper, and then you said, oh, 47,000 is even cheap. Some Yahoo boys will not want to even buy it.
Yes, they'll think it's inferior.
For some people, they'll feel, oh, if I tell this guy it's 40,000, he might think it's too cheap, or he might think it's the fake. Let me make it 150. I've had
an encounter with our mutual friend, and the person wanted to get perfume from her.
Okay.
And she called a particular amount. And the person just said, no, that's cheap.
Oh my God.
That's how she missed that business.
Are you serious?
Yes. She missed it. I was there. It's not...
So
she missed the transaction.
So on one end, it's a thing of greed.
Funny enough, the customer, the supposed customer, isn't a Yahoo guy or is a man, a matured man.
So I don't know what to say.
So
For me, from my end, I'll call it greed, right? And extortion, like you earlier said. But from what you just explained now, I'm trying to see some sense in it because it still doesn't make sense to me. Something that I originally would sell at a particular price and make quite some gain, even after taking out my way bill costs and all of that.
They will still, they think there's this general notion that once it's cheap, it's inferior.
Yes, exactly. Why do people have that general notion? Do you have that? Are you of that school of thought that when an item is cheap, it is inferior? If you do, please drop it in the comment section. Let us school you. Let us explain to you why it is not. Because I've seen people sell good quality stuff, right? I know your product you sell, they're quality stuff. But for some people, they'll say it and say, no, why would I buy this item for this amount? No. And then somebody out there will sell that same quality, that same product for almost times 3 of the price that you're selling.
Yes, and they will think that that is the idea.
That is the original thing. So, please help us to help you. Help us to help you. You know. And again, I know some you will not blame some customers too. Some vendors tell you, oh, this one is of low quality, and then this one is of high quality, and then they give you a lower price, and then give you a higher price. I know for a fact, I know somebody that does that. She'll tell you item A is of low quality. Man, that's the original one. Or that's the new stock. Then she'll tell you item B is of higher quality. Man, that's the old stock or the poor quality. Just so that you buy this one. You understand? Because nobody wants to see a poor stuff and buy. Nobody wants to see.
And out of trust, you want to go for it.
Yes, you want to just watch and go for it.
She knows what she's saying.
In such cases, that's where you see what I ordered versus what I got. All right, we'll come back to wrap it up. Let's go for this really quick sip. We'll be right back.
At DSAG Engineering and Services, we anticipate, manage, and deliver. Since 2000, we have been a leading EPC company, ensuring customer satisfaction through quality service and timely delivery. With integrity, proficiency, and innovation at our core, we provide world-class solutions tailored to your needs. From engineering designs and construction to procurement, manpower outsourcing, and maritime supplies, DSAG delivers excellence. Partner with us today. Visit www.dsag.net or call +23 4807 254 8724. DSAG Engineering and Services, anticipate, manage, deliver. At DSAG Engineering.
Welcome back, guys. So we're still talking about the ups and downs of the digital hustle, the online business. And my amazing guest here has been doing justice. We're talking about people, vendors, that post their items and do not put their prices. She's one of them. Oh, she's a culprit. So that's why I had to bring up that talk. She's one of them. She posts her items and she does not put prices. But though she's given me an insight on why she does that, and now I can see sense in it. But I will not say I can see sense in it, because I still feel some people do out of greed. Because tell me why something that you sell for, something relatively cheap, of which you make your profit, then when somebody of a certain class asks you how much or wants to negotiate with you, you now triple the price and you double the price, because people are of the opinion that when it's cheap, it's inferior. And then she had a lot to say. So, Ms. Rachel, you were saying something in the line of you don't post your prices because people want to get favor and all of that. Did I catch you off guard? You were saying something in the line of people don't post their prices because favor speaks for some people.
The primary reason why people, me inclusive, do not post the prices is simply because it's only the serious-minded that will slide into your DM to want to know more about the product and the price.
But I will not say it's only the serious-minded, because for some people, you just want to know how much and get going. Then if I ask you,
that's not true.
I'm coming. In my head, it shouldn't be more than 20K. And when I slide into your DM, you tell me 35K. I'm gone because it's above my budget. So you will not
Do
call.
you
You will
know
not
that
say
there's a
it,
way
but
we will discuss
negotiate.
it, we'll
Yeah.
have the conversation, and you end up buying it, even though
Yes,
it's
yes,
above your
yes, my
budget.
budget. Yes. So that is where customer service comes in. You know, we spoke about customer service. For some people, they just sleep and wake up tomorrow and just say, "Oh, I want to do business," without knowing how to speak to people, without knowing how to negotiate deals, without knowing how to, manage relationship. Look, business in Nigeria, business anywhere, is not a small feat. It's not for the small-minded. Listen, you need to understand how to manage people. You need to understand how to relate to people, how to manage your relationship with people. You need to understand how to, um, you know, just understand how to coordinate things, how to negotiate. Some people can call outrageous prices. In the process of negotiating, you might post an item of say 30,000, and somebody comes to tell you, "Oh, my budget is 12,000." What do you do? What
I
do you
have
do in
a
such
friend
negotiation?
that sells hair.
Okay.
I also have cousins that sells same hair. The friend that sells hair, her hair is usually very fine, but extremely expensive.
Yes. Emphasis on extremely.
Extremely, not. In
Yes.
fact, as at yesterday, someone was telling me about that same hair stuff. That she has made payment, that the delivery date is not working fine the way
She wanted it.
yes, that she's going to ask for a refund. She was like asking for my opinion if she should go ahead to get
Ask
the
for the
refund or not. But I, for one, know that when I'm ready to get a hair, the hair that I want, maybe I have a particular hair in mind to get, irrespective of the fact that I am aware that her hair is extremely expensive, I will still go back to her. Yes.
So why do you say her hair is extremely expensive
It's expensive.
compared to what you see outside?
Yes, from others.
Because you mentioned you have a friend that sells hair and you have a cousin that also sells hair.
Yes.
So comparing their prices, you
Yes,
think has-
because I have varieties. I've gotten some hair from this one. I've
Okay.
gotten some from this one.
So you know
and
who
up
sells
to
higher
date,
quality.
yes, up to date, I still see the qualities of both hairs.
So okay.
So if you compare it, you want to damn the price.
and damn the consequences and go for what's good.
Do you get?
All right, so this is where I think this is where the talk of cheap price attracts inferiority, because you said now it's damn expensive, but the quality is also damn good.
Damn
all right.
good,
So, but
yes.
for some people, the price might be cheap and then quality might be cheap.
Yes.
So, awesome. Okay, let's talk how online businesses has boosted the economy of Nigeria, because
Wow.
whether we agree to it or not, online businesses, in short, businesses generally adds in one way or the other to the current economy of the country. So how would you say that your business is contributing to the economy of the country?
My business or online business?
Online business, your business, any business.
Online business has removed urgent 2K from the
Oh
street.
my goodness! Yes.
That's the truth.
True.
Urgent 2K is, if you notice, that trend has drastically reduced because we are all selling one thing or the other online.
Yeah. And then there's somebody that
Those
sells
that are
anything.
not even selling, those that have their craft, maybe they make hair or something,
Yeah.
those that does tailoring, they do that from the comfort of their homes.
Yeah, and then they post it on their social
Yes, without having to look for how to
media,
get
get a
shop.
shop and all of that.
Do you get? So yes, it has actually helped and reduced unemployment and the likes of it.
So it will still take me down to what I said earlier. Because you want to reduce the rate at which you request for urgent 2K, or the rate at which urgent 2K comes up, the need for urgent 2K comes up, and you want to delve into a business, I would advise that you have a business mentor, don't you think? Somebody that guides you through that path. Because, like I said, for some people, they do not know what business is about. They just believe, oh, it's supposed their products and they get orders, they sell. They do not know anything about relationship management. They don't know anything about customer service. They don't know anything about accounting, because you have to be accountable. You have to know what your cost price is. You have to know how much you're making. You have to know what you're spending for your cost, for your expenses and all of that. But for some people, they just wake up and say, oh, I want to start selling bed sheets. Oh, I want to start selling this and that. And, you know,
And but that's where knowing your flair comes in.
Some people don't even have any flair for
They
anything.
do.
They just want to. For some people, I'm telling you for a fact, people that I know, they're just there to just post. They just want to post and just make money. You said in the beginning that what prompted you to start your business was to make money, right? But some people, they just want to make money. They just want to so people are really.
Some people are not good at buying and selling.
So yes, some people know that they are not good at buying and selling, but oh, my friends are selling. My friends have online businesses. Let me too have online.
Do you know that I started selling perfume from merely people coming to me like, I love the way you smell. What fragrance are you wearing?
From compliments you were getting, you started a business from it. That's interesting.
I started it.
So you might look good and tell you, oh, you look good. And then you can just use it as an inspiration to want to sell one or two things that.
So when I got the compliment from like more than 5 people and they wanted that same fragrance.
You started turning to business.
Of course. Avenue has come now. God has answered my prayer. What's my own?
You didn't go to worry to account.
Can you help me to get it? Yes. They gave me money and I went. I have to add my own now. Business has started.
Interesting.
So there's always something that you have a flair for. Though I was smart enough anyway.
Yes, the smart ones. So you need to be smart to think in that direction.
Yes.
Some people, I wouldn't say. Some people are generous enough to want to give out their contacts, to give out their suppliers.
No, it's no longer these days.
Well, but it goes both ways. Now let's look at it this way. Now, I got something from you. Let's say I got this wristwatch from you, and then I wear it and I get compliments. Oh, I love this wristwatch. Where did you get it from? And then I give them your number. As against standing and say, oh, okay, I sell, and then I sell it. I give them your number. That's God answering your prayer. You've gotten a customer. A smart person, from what you just said, a smart person will take that as a business avenue, as an avenue to make
especially
business.
When these compliments, they are coming too often. It should be an eye-opener to you that maybe you should look at this direction.
Not everybody looks at it like that.
Really? But you will be there looking for urgent 2K.
So you said some people are not good at buying and selling. I might not be good at buying
and selling. That's how drop shipping starts.
Exactly.
It's as simple as that.
I may not be good at buying and selling. Because give your contact to the person. But for some people, they say, okay, this is an avenue to make money. Okay, I sell the wristwatch. This is how much I sell it. And then I'll start making business.
Some people, they don't even want to know if you sell it. Oh, I love this wristwatch.
How much is it?
How much is it?
Take the money and get it for me.
It's as simple as that.
Beautiful. So, you have to be smart.
You have to be streetwise now.
Streetwise so that you don't go about asking for urgent 2K, because in this generation, like she said, and I agree with her, urgent the wants and the era of urgent 2K has drastically died down. I would say, if I do say so myself. All right. Then we talked about how our online business has boosted the Nigerian economy, and you mentioned urgent 2K. Now let's talk importation. Let's talk. Do you do importation? Do you order from China and all of that?
Wow. Initially, when I started, I wanted to. In fact, at the time, I attended some classes on it because you have to learn what you do not know.
Yeah.
But I realized that I wasn't really good at it for whatever reason, I don't know. So I have to step back, truthfully. So I get from someone that does
the direct importation.
Yes.
Okay. So let me ask this question while we're rounding up this session. Let me ask this question. As a business person, as an online business person, how would you handle a customer who's your friend that knows that you sell, say, this resource, you sell this resource, and they don't buy from you, but they buy from someone else, and then haven't bought an inferior quality, they now come to your DM and start lamenting on something that they buy or that they bought. How would you handle? Because some people can be very, very, very funny. How would you handle a situation like that? A friend of yours did not buy from you after negotiating with you and all of that, and then you in your mind, you've had this in your mind that okay, this person wants to buy, and then the person turns around to go and buy from elsewhere, and then in the end maybe gets scammed or duped, and then now come back to you to start lamenting of how they were duped and how they were scammed, because I've heard such stories a lot. How do you handle such?
The friend should come so that we'll do the actual purchase now.
Oh, the person should go out.
Because I cannot stress myself over your own mistakes now.
Why?
Why would I want to do that?
Okay.
Maybe you saw me here before going your way. So when you
are
are ready to get the original thing, come to Mama. Mama will sort you out.
Come to Mama for me. All right. So one last word from you to our viewers, our online vendors, and our online customers. One last word from you.
You can start from wherever you are.
Right.
You must not own a shop. Start from wherever you are. You can start as a drop shipper. You can start by running an errand for someone, even if